This is an informational video about bilingualism for parents and teachers. Canada is a beautifully diverse country. In fact, the 2016 census revealed that 7.3 million people speak a language other than English or French at home in Canada. That's roughly 21% of the population, and this number is rising. These unofficial languages, or heritage languages, make Canada's cities some of the most interesting in the world. While academic and professional success often requires young people to speak one of Canada's official languages, there are many benefits to maintaining and continuing the use of heritage languages in the home. In fact, studies have shown that when children of immigrant families are proficient in their heritage language, this strengthens the quality of family relationships and increases their ethnic identity, possibly leading to greater academic success. Even though there are many known positive effects of speaking a heritage language at home, many parents have questions about whether speaking to their children in their native language will affect their child's ability to learn English or the language taught at school. Parents might ask, will speaking our native language at home make it difficult for my child to learn English? Won't speaking two languages be confusing for my child? Will my child learn language more slowly? Or will it be good enough for them to start learning English when they start school? These are all important questions. Luckily, bilingualism, or the ability to speak more than one language, is a hot topic that many researchers are interested in. There are dozens of published studies looking at the effects of heritage languages spoken at home on second language learning and academic achievement. Let's look at how this research can help us answer some of these questions. First, is learning two languages confusing for young children? The simple answer is no. Studies have shown that even newborn babies are able to tell the difference between two languages. The evidence suggests that kids who are exposed to more than one language store them separately in the brain, including grammar and sound systems. In fact, even small children are able to tell which language they should use with different people in their community. You might hear your child using both languages in the same sentence. This is called code switching, and it's completely normal. Even bilingual adults do this. You may also hear that parents should speak only one language to their child, or the one parent, one language principle. Although this advice is often given to parents who speak minority languages, there is little evidence to support this idea. Second, will my child learn language more slowly? Although bilingual children often have smaller vocabularies than other children who only speak one language, the total size of their vocabulary, combining the two languages, is the same and sometimes bigger overall. Since learning two languages is a bigger task than learning one, the speed of language learning in bilingual children is slower. Some evidence suggests that children who speak two languages will catch up to their peers by the age of 10 in terms of grammar. Other studies have shown that with time, kids who start to learn English before the age of 8 can learn to speak with the same accent and grammatical ability as native speakers. Third, will speaking our native language at home make it difficult for my child to learn English? It is true that language learning depends on exposure. The more a child hears a language and uses it, the more they will learn. However, an even more important factor is the quality of language children are exposed to. Studies have shown that English delivered by native English speakers is strongly correlated with greater English skill development in bilingual children. A study done right here in Canada revealed that a child's English learning is more dependent on exposure to the language outside of the home, through media, organized activities, and time spent with friends in the community. Also, working on literacy skills, that is, reading and writing in any language at home, has been shown to benefit later literacy skills in English. The bottom line is that parents can speak and read to their children in the language they're most comfortable with, and still be helping them with their later language skills. Lastly, will my child fall behind in school if we don't speak English at home? While parents are encouraged to speak to their children in the language they're most comfortable with, early, high-quality exposure to the majority language they will be using at school is important for their academic success. Studies show that the level of English spoken at entry to school is an early predictor of a child's potential performance in school. From a young age, children should be exposed to native speakers of the language they will need for their studies. Participation in community groups, sports, recreational activities, and toddler daycares are all good ways to increase your child's exposure to native English. If you are concerned about your child's language learning, there are speech and language pathologists in your community who can provide guidance, interventions, and resources to help you. The most important message to remember is that the ability to speak more than one language is a special gift that any child would be lucky to get.